continuing our extended from Saturday drinking session here at DJs BrewTube.
Round 2.
Johnny's still with me, but his wifey said it's almost time to go home, so we can't have crescendo beer this evening because we'll both be cronked and we have to deal with the kids. So we did manage to pound down 5 more together. So we're not slacking. We still got 7 here, 7 in the rack to show. So first one, you're up, man.
Going to New York.
You walk.
Not exactly Coney Island, but it's Coney Island. It's Saratoga Springs, New York, or Spring, sorry.
Yeah.
Springs.
Springs.
So, Coney Island, Albino Python, white lager brewed with spices. You know, I liked it better than he did. I'll let him go.
Yes, it's a lager beer. I ain't a big that kind of lager fan, I guess, and the spice to me tasted like just a ton of coriander, and to me it had like too much of a licorice taste. It was okay. I wouldn't buy it again, and it is that typical pissy beer, piss beer color, unfiltered. Was it unfiltered? I don't even remember. It had good head and lacing and all that, but just didn't do me. I'm giving that one a C.
I'm gonna give that a B-.
See that? We're splitting on that one. Not the same grade. Again.
Romance is deteriorating.
Okay. Now, here's one I know we agree on.
BrewDog!
And Stone Collab beer.
Excellent.
There's also no date on this bottle.
No. No date. And it is Bashah.
Bashah. Whatever that means, I don't know.
It's something Scottish, I guess.
Something Scottish. As you can see, Stone had his hand because they have a whole freaking...
arrogant bastard, dude.
Yeah, and a whole story on the side, like you want to read that. I mean, my eyes are bad enough. I need a magnifying glass to read that crap, and it's weird anyway. But this is a black IPA, and that one is on, I think, what is it, like 8.5% alcohol or something like that?
Yeah, 8.6.
8.6? I was close. Let's see. Yep, 8.6 alcohol, 90 IBUs. This is supposed to be American Black Ale or like black IPA. To me, it wasn't real IPA-ish. This is a little bit older, so the hops have kind of faded, but they were there. But man, I really like this beer. This is a specialty. They only brewed it one time, and the guy at my bottle shop had one of them left, so I bought it. And to me, there was a lot of chocolate and caramel. Man, you poured it, had a solid 3-finger head on it, man, and it was a real inviting beer. Dry finish, a lot of coffee in it, and toffee also. And then you had that like piney hops in the background, man. Yum.
Almost like a stout in a lot of ways. You know,
yeah.
I kind of enjoyed it. No, I did enjoy it, kind of. But you know, those Black Belgian style double India Pale Ales, they go on forever and ever. But I would take that again any day. Unfortunately, you probably won't.
Because they only brewed it once, so. But it was a good one. They do also. I'm going to see if I can find it. It's difficult to find. They have a barrel-aged version of this also that was aged in some kind of bourbon barrel, and I'd be liking some bourbon barrel-aged beer. But that one, I'm giving that an A-.
Same. So, I would take the same.
And oh, look at that. There's a date on the bottle and it's printed. Nice and easy, guys. Good job, BrewDog. Next up,
Caldera
IPA
from Ashland, Oregon.
Yes.
6.1 ABV. You know, the one thing I liked about this is I bought it twice.
Bought it twice. Return beer.
It was very good. Had to make sure we did this. It's been we were going to do this on IPA night. Unfortunately, the good Lord put us to bed before that.
Yes.
And you know, so we broke it out today, and you know, we didn't go skiing, we didn't go cans, we didn't go rafting, we didn't go biking, we didn't go snowboarding,
which they suggest.
But we did go drinking.
Yes, that was a good thing. We sat on the deck a little bit.
In the heat. In
the heat, yes. It's quite hot here today, Maryland, like 90 some. But I really like this one. It has it's more balanced than a lot of beers from Oregon. It has more caramel malt in it. When you pour it, it's that darker IPA orange, real deep amber color. Had a good head, good lacing on it, and a good enough malty balance and those fresh hops. Man, I thought it was a really good beer. I enjoyed it a lot.
I did too.
This one, Beer Advocate actually gives a 97. They're stingy ass, even with their new rating system. I mean, that's top notch. And for some reason, Rate Beer is giving it an 89. Come on.
too much difference.
I give it an A myself. I liked it a lot.
A, yes, definitely. Next one, we're going all the way back to the East Coast to basically my favorite island, Nantucket.
Nantucket. There once was a girl from Nantucket. Oh, anyway, yes.
Whose whale tail pale ale could.
Yes.
Cisco Brewers, Nantucket. I think it's with somebody brewed by Cisco. Yeah, under special agreement with Utica, New York. Utica.
Whatever. Whatever you guys call that.
Yeah. It's a pale ale, not too bad. A little bit more balanced, obviously, from East Coast, and I liked it. Yeah, if it was there, I would drink it. I'm not going to really go searching for it, but it's not too bad.
To me, it had everything you wanted, but to me, this is my palate. There was too much caramel in it. It tasted more like a sugar daddy than a pale ale. And
I like candy.
He likes candy, yes. But for me, it wasn't my thing. I wouldn't buy that one again. I'm giving that one a C myself. What would you give it?
I give it B minus.
B minus, yeah. I'm hard on these beers today, guys. Sorry.
And the coating, we don't understand.
We don't like date coating like that. What about that one? Does that have a date on the bottom?
It's a 9/22/2011, but that's probably from Total Wine.
Yeah. Anything on the bottom?
No.
Nothing on the bottom. Oh, yep. That's all right, though. That's still an A beer. That was good. And it tasted fresh. You can tell on an IPA. Okay, next up. Resurrection.
We were going to drink this again on Easter. Somebody told us not to.
But the 12 beers before that probably told us not to.
Pretty much, I would say. Good one from Brewers Art. 7% alcohol by volume. I think, from what I remember, pouring it from the chalice into my chalice, it was malty. I think I said I smelled candy and stuff like that. I don't remember. So
yeah, it's a Belgian double.
Yeah.
And I've reviewed this one. You guys might have seen it. If not, you can look back on the BrewTube there. Just put Brewers Art in. Boom, it'll pop up. I really like this beer. It's one of my favorites. I mean, when do you get a Belgian double in a can? It's not the best Belgian double. There's also no date on the bottom of this can. On their 6-packs, they only date one can. I don't know why. I mean,
it's not this
come
one.
on, guys. It's kind of cheap. You can, Brewers Art, the guys who have canning for this, talk to them, because I know for a fact your cork and cage has got the dates on it. Step up. Anyways, one can, come on, some ink.
Yeah.
It's a thousandth of a penny. But anyways, I give this one a B+. It's a really good Belgian double. It's in a can, so you can take it with you. So,
yes.
What do you think?
Beach. Yeah, no, I agree. I give it a whatever you said, B+.
Yes, that. Now here we have the white beer. I mean,
the bitch.
Raging Bitch beer. Yes. Some of you guys may have a raging bitch in your life.
Or 2 or 3.
Yes. Well, John lives with lots of women, also known as wife and multiple daughters.
And dog.
Yes, and dog, which means he lives in the estrogen zone. That's why we drink beer when he comes here, to get back in the manly thing. Anyways, Raging Bitch, as you guys probably know, or maybe you don't, this is Flying Dog's flagship beer. This is their #1 seller by far, and it's a Belgian pale ale, and it's more to the pale ale side than it is the Belgian side. Pretty hoppy. It's 8.5% alcohol. Look, written right on the bottle, and 60 IBU. Sorry. And what we maybe don't like is the date code. I think that's the 19th of April 2012 that this was brewed. We don't know, because it's some stupid letters here. You got the space there and you're doing that. Why just don't put a real date? Why? Because you want to try to sell the beer and dupe people because they don't know how fresh it is, because they got to figure out the stupid code. But
I mean, come on, Budweiser.
This is turning me into a raging bitch.
Dating.
The bad code's turning me into a raging bitch. I'm freaking. Anyway, I like this beer a lot. Besides that, I've had it several times. I've had it on tap. I've had it out of the keg at the beer fest in bottles many times. And Johnny's, you've had this before, haven't you?
Yeah, today.
Today? Oh, that's right. So then you give it a better assessment than me. What do you think? What grade did you give that one?
I think I gave it a B.
A B? I give this one a B+. It would get maybe an A- if it had the date on there, but it doesn't. One unique thing about this that John picked up, and I didn't notice at first, it's got a lot of floral notes in the nose.
Couldn't decide which flower it was. Lily of the Valley, lilac, or roses.
But there's a lot of complexity in this brew, and as it warms up, you don't taste the alcohol. That's one thing, that 8.5%. It's really well hidden. Rosy. Okay, there you go. So, anyways, that one's good. So the last beer of the day.
From Hawaii all the way through Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Yeah, now you go. These guys are part of the Craft Brewer Alliance or whatever. They say they're from Kona, whatever the posers are. They don't make it here. Maui beer really comes from Maui. This stuff doesn't. Not in on the island, on the mainland anyway. This is their Aloha series, Kona Brown, ale brewed with toasted coconut and natural flavor added.
When did they start growing coconuts in New Hampshire?
I don't know. The last time I checked, there's no coconuts there. There's some nuts up there, but there's no coconuts.
I bet you the day the man on the mountain fell off.
Exactly. I didn't like this beer very much myself. It's to me it gets the it gets that. It gets the gas face. It gets meh. It says toasted coconut. Toasted coconut, but in the nose it's only caramel. And there's no coconut.
And there's no taste of coconut, no smell of coconut. I mean, I could have put it into McCormick's coconut extract. There's where you have it, but nothing.
If you drink the Maui toasted coconut porter, when it's real cold, you can't detect it as much. You get it from the nose right away. But when that beer warms up, it tastes like frickin' coconut. Why? Because they use roasted coconut in it.
You know,
this beer is.
They should take us on a brewery tour and show us where the coconut is added.
Yeah. Maybe they put a shaker over it and that's it. But I mean, this one to me, I'm gonna give that a C-. There's no date on the bottle either.
No.
I wouldn't drink it again.
No.
And it pains us. It pains me that we ended with a craft beer.
Yeah.
But
next time,
and coming up soon, guys.
Beer Fest.
We got the Beer Fest. And Johnny and I are going to videotape our tasting of beers. Yes, no drunkenness, of course not. No. Tasting and appreciating of fine craft beers.
Nova Brew Fest, June 23rd, 24th, Leesburg, Virginia, Morgan Park. Come on out.
Exactly. 52 brewers there, guys. So, anyways. Had a nice rack of beers, a couple nights of drinking. Yeah, nice rack, yes. But overall, I'd say I would not turn away any of the beers here. I'd say these three were definitely the best out of this rack. This one's okay. It's not up with those, but all in all, some fine beers. This one, that goes in the trash because that one sucks. So anyways, forget that one was there. We'll see you on the next DJs BrewTube, guys. Remember, think globally, drink locally. Let's support the craft beer movement. And that's a peace out.